Welcome to your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose, the drama of sports. I'm Nathan, and every week, my co-host and girlfriend Rachel and I discuss all things in the sports drama universe.
Sprinkled in with pop culture, we cover topics from Bravo to Brady and everything in between. So keep listening to find out more. Cheers!
Welcome to the Pete Brock episode of your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose. Got a little tongue-tied there to start off, but that's just me. Miss Rachel Rooney sitting to my right here. Rachel, how are you?
I'm doing well. Last week, I didn't ask you who the episode number was about, so now I feel like I'm obligated to because you were like, you never asked me.
Last week I wanted you to ask me because
he played for the Patriots?
No, he played for the Jets, but he's the guy who hurt Drew Bledsoe in the 2001, which allowed Tom Brady to come in. His name is Mo Lewis.
And you know what that means?
What?
It all leads back to the Patriots. It always does.
Yes.
Everything in your life always does.
Yes.
Okay, so who's Pete Brock? Does he go for the Patriots?
He actually did play for the Patriots.
Of course he does. Of course he does.
He's actually one of my high school football coaches.
What?
He was one of my high school football coaches, but he played for the Patriots back in the 1960s.
Wait, no way.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You never told me that.
Yeah, he gave one of the best pregame speeches I ever heard in my life.
Okay, you say this every single time you hear a good
the
speech.
best.
That you actually heard. Like you yourself and you.
I was in the locker room and he told this speech.
Okay, go for it.
I can't redo it, but I'll give you a synopsis.
Yeah, give me a quick synopsis.
He was talking about...
Wait, Pete Brock, this is your coach?
One of them, yes. He was an offensive line coach.
Oh my God. Okay. Shout out Pete Brock.
He still works for the New England Patriots. Like he's the director of like alumni relations. So like all the former players and stuff.
Amazing.
Yeah, and he runs there also the Patriots Foundation.
Very cool.
Yep.
So what was the speech?
Apparently he tore his ACL in the middle of a game. However, a Hall of Famer that he played with, John Hanna, who was also an offensive lineman for the Patriots, probably the best Patriots offensive lineman of all time.
Yeah.
Picked him up off the ground because if they won the game, they would end up in the playoffs. And he basically talked about how John Hanna was screaming in his face, telling him how he couldn't get out of the game because, and there was really no point because the sideline was farther away from where they were than the huddle would be. So just basically stick through it and continue to play one more play. And so it was one more play was the whole gist of the thing. John Hanna was screaming at him.
And so did he play the one more play and did they make it to the playoffs?
He finished the drive. The Patriots scored a touchdown. They won the game. They made it to the playoffs. And yeah, we ended up losing that game.
You ended up losing the game in high school, but he ended up winning the game that he one more played.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you know what? You live and you learn. You live and you learn. Not all what is it called? You can't always
win.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, fun story about Pete Brock. When I interned with the Patriots, we bumped into each other a couple times.
Thank God, I asked, huh? You were just ready to come out with these stories.
This part just came up to my mind.
Okay.
I was like, hey, Coach Brock, and did not remember me at all.
No.
He's like, where do I know you from?
Stop.
But he was in a really nice way. I'm like, I'm Nathan. I played for you at Masco. He's like, Nathan.
You don't remember me, Butterfingers? Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Onward. How was your weekend?
Oh, stop it. You're being a baby.
I'm not being a baby.
So what did you say? So you said I'm Nathan, and he said what?
He pretended he remembered me, but he certainly didn't.
Isn't that the worst?
Because the next time when I saw him again, the second time, it was the same encounter.
There is nothing worse when you meet somebody and and they don't remember, you know what I mean? Where it's we've had interactions, and then you meet again,
right?
And then it's just I don't get the you know what I mean? I always remember at least your face, you're definitely, you know what I mean?
It's a fine line because there's certain times where I won't remember someone or they don't remember me, but it was we met each other once,
right?
But when it was your football coach or someone you work with for a little bit,
yeah,
then it's just a slap in the face,
don't big dick me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that. There is nothing I hate more than that. It's like, don't big dick me. You know? So that's how I feel. And I also just need to say to the video viewers today that we have heavy pours on our wine, even though it doesn't look like it. Just because Nate told me, you know, we have an hour to get through here, and I'm like, oh, perfect. So instead of, you know, having a modest amount and then repouring, we're what is it? Like, we're just thinking ahead. What is it?
Thinking harder, not smarter. That way we don't
exactly.
Have to,
Get up.
That way we don't have to edit the pod.
Why not just bring the bottle out here, put a straw in it?
Because they don't sponsor the pod. They don't sponsor the
party
pod yet.
Yeah, this is and you know what? And we're having a party.
We've been trying to like live a much better lifestyle, healthier lifestyle as of late. Not drinking during the week. That's why we've been drinking water during the pod. But for one reason or another, I suggested wine today, and you were all over it.
Yeah, you know why? Because I've fallen off the bandwagon. You know what I mean? I've been a month off the bandwagon, and now I know that we're in deep because I'm having wine tonight. And now I know that I'm like, okay, like, you know, what's one more glass, whatever, you know? But
what do you mean you've fallen off the wagon a month ago?
I feel like I haven't been up in my fitness, you know?
Oh.
Like up in the gym just working on my fitness. No one's been my witness.
Oh.
Yeah, no. You're my witness to other things, so. But other than that, yes, I'm doing well. This weekend was my parents' anniversary, I believe tomorrow. So happy anniversary, happy 36th wedding anniversary, Mom and Dad. So we went to Delaware this past weekend. We had such an amazing time.
Facts.
We went to the breweries.
Went to two breweries.
Two breweries.
I can't say it either.
We went out to dinner at this like speakeasy restaurant that had amazing food, amazing drinks, amazing company. And then we went to a winery and watched the game. We watched all of the games.
We didn't watch the game at the winery.
After. I'm saying after. We went to a very cool place called Lefty's.
Yes.
And then we watched some football games there. And I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, we watched the 4:00 slate there. I watched my Patriots play and lose once again.
Yes.
And then the big game of that time, like of the whole party that we were at, was the Eagles versus Jets. Half the crowd was Eagles fans, half the crowd was Jets fans. And so that was a crazy, exciting game. And the Jets obviously ended up pulling it out, but it was really entertaining. It was cool. It was a really cool.
The Jets won for the first time ever against the Eagles.
Correctamundo.
And I saw Johnny Ice Cream posted this morning or like late last night. Like he's like, any given Sunday, anything can happen. Any given Sunday, any given game. Like
that's a movie.
He's like, did you expect that who won from who the Browns? Did the Browns win?
The
or
Browns
something?
beat the 49ers.
He's like, did you expect the Browns to beat the 49ers? No. Did you expect the Jets to beat the Eagles? No. Did you expect there was like another one? He's like, no. Like it's just like so cute. I'm like, oh, my heart. So that's that. Are you ready to get into a little, or how are you? How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thanks.
I never know when we're like together. It's like, are we just like saying like what we're doing during the weekend? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, we did the same thing this weekend as one another. It was fun. It was a blast. It was a good time.
Yes.
We also drank a lot this weekend, so that's why I'm confused as to why I'm drinking again, but that's neither here nor there. I spent the whole weekend telling your parents how I haven't been drinking as much lately. I don't know why.
As you had a drink in your hand.
Literally.
Yeah.
But
you know, I keep wanting to say you live and you learn today, and I don't know
why. That can be your phrase of the week. That can be your phrase of the week.
Yeah, you live and you learn. But you live and you learn. So that's it. That's that. Do you want to get into the NFL?
Yeah, I might as well cover the NFL weekend. No more undefeated teams in the NFL as of this past weekend. The Eagles lost. 49ers lost, as you so eloquently
restated,
impersonated.
Yeah, sure.
Impersonated
sure.
Ice Cream Johnny.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So those were the two big upsets of the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Both the Jets and the Browns were playing with their backup quarterbacks, and they both beat undefeated teams, which is very impressive. But yeah, so whenever this happens, whenever the last undefeated teams in the NFL lose and they become defeated, the only team ever to go fully undefeated through the Super Bowl, the Miami Dolphins from the 1980s, I believe 1983 Dolphins, they all get together and have a party because they're the only team to ever go from
What they do with the party? Like, what do you mean? Everyone
They
gets
celebrate
together?
the fact that they're still the only team to ever go completely undefeated.
When?
What do you mean?
Wait, who celebrates the party? Miami Dolphins celebrate the party. When do they celebrate
No,
this?
the players from the 1983 Dolphins team.
They still get
I might
together?
have that year wrong, or yeah.
They still get together?
Yeah, or 1970 something.
How do you know that?
It's always the thing on ESPN.
Oh, they're
every
always
year.
like, and there are the Miami Dolphins
Because it
from...
became a big thing when the Patriots went undefeated and lost in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Like, their running back Mercury Morris from the Dolphins team back then, like he made a point to say that like he was gonna celebrate the Patriots losing, and like they continue the celebrations every year, every time the last undefeated teams lost.
Wow, okay. So I guess they're going to continue their celebration. They had a very quick time to celebrate. So quick into the season.
Yeah.
Do the teams normally go a little bit longer?
It's about the time. It's about the time. Week 6 to week 10 is usually when the last undefeated teams lose.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
The next note that I have, that's actually going to be our sick puppy of the week, so I'm going to skip over that. But as I mentioned, the Patriots lost again. I'm in, just to give a status update, I'm fine emotionally.
A pulse. A pulse on what's going on.
Yeah, I'm fine emotionally. Like, I'm completely emotionally disconnected from this team.
Yeah, you're going through the stages of grief. I think this is numbness right now.
Yeah, I'm numb.
Yeah, no, I can feel it. I know. I know
numb.
you are. I know.
I just need to publicly state that I'm ready for, I'm over it. I'm over it.
You're over Bill or you're over the Patriots?
I've already given my opinion on Bill. That has not changed.
Okay.
I'm over. I still don't think Mac Jones is the problem, but I think they just need a clean house. And I'm ready for them to just start losing every game, and so that they can get the best draft pick possible. Tank for Caleb.
Okay. Well, then that's the journey from here on out.
Although I do need to complain about one person.
Okay.
Devontae Parker.
Okay.
Devontae Parker. Last series of the game.
Last series?
Yes, last series of the game. Last series of plays of the game. The Patriots game.
Okay.
Mac Jones throws this beautiful deep ball up the sidelines to Devontae Parker, who the Patriots, for some godforsaken reason, gave a 3-year, $33 million contract extension to. I don't know why, because the guy sucks. But speaking of Butterfingers, he had the ball right here. Would have been a big play up the sideline. Patriots would have had a chance to win the game.
Right. The Patriots would have kept the ball rolling.
Yeah, but instead he let the ball
Except the ball went rolling.
The ball went rolling through his hands.
Right.
And that happens. Like you said, I was Butterfingers back in the day. I know what happened. I know how it goes.
Right.
I know that feeling.
Right.
But he was talking to the media after the game, and like the media was just like, "Hey, what happened there? Did you get lost in the lights?
Yeah.
Like what do you think happened?"
Right.
And he goes, "I don't know. What did you see there?"
What?
Exactly.
What does that mean? Like, I saw you not catch it.
Basically,
Is that what he was saying?
The reporter was trying to say it in the nicest way possible, so he can get an answer from the guy.
Like, why didn't you catch it?
Basically, he's like, it looked from our vantage point, it looked like it was a catchable ball, but like we're not sure if like something happened, like if we're missing something. He goes, he's like, were you able to get your hands on it? And he goes, yeah, it kind of went off my fingertips.
Okay, but that's also an asshole thing to ask. Like,
right, but that's what I'm saying. Like the point I'm trying to get to is that it comes from Bill.
What does that mean? Comes from Bill?
Bill treats the media like this.
Right.
And he doesn't like. So if Bill's not accountable in answering the media, why would the players be accountable with answering the media?
No, but the media is asking a dumb question. Like, do you think that ball was catchable? Of course he does. Of course he thinks it was catchable, but he couldn't catch it.
Well, what the fuck is media supposed to ask?
I don't know. Other questions about the game. Like, what are they going to say? Why didn't you catch the ball?
He's the guy that dropped the ball.
Because I didn't catch it.
He's going to drop.
But what did everyone expect him to say?
Take accountability. Be like, do what. So Devontae Smith.
So the media asks those questions just so he can take accountability and say, I should have caught the ball. Like, everyone knows he should have caught the ball.
No,
why
so
even ask a dumb question
a similar
like
thing
that?
happened in the Eagles-Jets game where Devontae Smith also dropped the pass that led to the Eagles losing, okay?
Okay.
And he was asked a similar question. He was just like, yeah, like, I dropped the ball.
Right.
Like, I dropped it. And like the reporter asked, like, is there something you need to work on? Like, is there something to learn? Is this something to learn from? Like, something, he goes, no, just don't drop the ball.
Right.
Like, I need to play better. Like, that's all they...
But, like, from watching the game as a Patriots fan, did you want closure for that moment? Like, did you want him to say, I didn't catch the ball and I should have?
No, all I know is that when I do something wrong at work or I make a mistake, someone asks me about it.
Right.
I'm going to take out, like, no, I messed up.
So, yes, and you did want him to take accountability.
Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Right. He was like, the only thing I can relate it to is, like, the media asking these men after each game is like a Bravo reunion or like a confessional. You know what I mean?
Confessional,
so it's like
more confessional.
When they're asking, like, they want them to take accountability, but sometimes you don't get that. But like these redundant questions, like, it's like, what did you think that he was gonna say?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Another weird thing, I'm done with the Patriots.
Okay, and we're done, and we move on. I mean, they really are.
What's your opinion on the Patriots?
They're really bad.
They're really bad.
They're so bad. I mean, they are, like, you cannot watch them bad. Like, it's a mess.
It's a mess.
When they get a touchdown, everyone's like, when they got the one touchdown, everyone was like, wow. Like, they got a touchdown. Like, this is crazy.
So
They're
embarrassing.
Very, very bad.
I'm at this fucking party with a bunch of people I do not know. All the only people I know is you and your parents.
Yeah.
And everyone's like trying to be like welcoming and nice because I've never met them before. And like,
yeah,
oh my god,
the
Patriots scored a touchdown. I'm like, yeah,
it's bad.
First one I've seen in a month.
Yeah, it's crazy that you guys won Super Bowls because it's that bad.
Seriously. Another weird thing I wanted to bring up that I didn't put on our notes, but it came to my mind while I was complaining about the Patriots was that a former Patriot now plays for the Bills, Damian Harris, suffered a concussion / neck injury in which he had to get taken into an ambulance and leave the game. It ends up he's fine, so that's not the point. The point is that the ambulance, the back windows of the ambulance, had number 3 Hamlin.
What?
They were like honoring DeMar Hamlin in the back of the ambulance on the windows.
Okay.
That's fucking weird.
I guess maybe they're Bills fans. Maybe it was the ambulance that took them away.
No, because he got hurt in his original injury was in Cincinnati. It's an ambulance in Buffalo, but like I doubt he wants to be known as the guy taken out of the freaking game in an ambulance. You know what I mean?
No, I do. I think that they were probably just like trying to show their support. I weird placement, weird timing, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I don't have much thought on that.
You think that's weird?
I think now that I'm thinking about it, I think it's definitely odd. Like, I don't know. Do
you remember my nickname from high school? Another topic that just pops in my brain.
Slippy Finger Silveiras or something? What is it?
7-Eleven.
Oh, okay. This isn't your nickname. This is a self-given nickname.
Yeah.
You can't say, do you remember my nickname? Do you remember what I called myself?
Do you remember my nickname in high school?
What you gave yourself? What,
yeah.
7-Eleven?
7-Eleven?
Yeah, because you're always open.
Yeah. So, somebody stole that from me. Jamar Chase, one of the
right. Yeah. Did he text you and did he ask you for it back?
No.
Or did he ask you if he could use it or what?
No,
what happened?
He didn't, right? But he wore a diamond, like, studded 7-Eleven chain.
Obviously that he borrowed from you.
No, I don't. It wasn't in my collection. He just had it made because I think he probably... He heard me say that before.
Right.
I thought that was pretty cool, though. I wish that I had the... If I was cool enough, I would get a 7-Eleven chain.
Oh, okay. If you got a 7-Eleven chain and wore it anywhere, okay, besides by yourself, like in the bathroom, maybe once, it would be calls for divorce. It'd be grounds.
Okay.
So, but thank you for, recapping a little bit of that. Of course, we have a little update on the royal couple of the NFL, people are calling them. The Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce update. Now, of course, it's making news that they left the car holding hands to nowhere other than where? Catch Steak. Where'd they go? They went to fucking Catch, which is so bizarre to me. It's so bizarre.
I went to Catch.
It's so bizarre. Okay.
I've never been a Catch.
Not only because
I'm the Catch.
Exactly. But also because, we've discussed this from a la Real Housewives, that they wouldn't even say the word catch, that Brynn and Sai didn't want to even go to dinner with some of the girls because it's like, I'm not a D-list celebrity. Now that Taylor Swift, an A-list celebrity, is going there, I don't know if maybe their feelings are going to change about it. But it's like, Taylor, what are we doing at catch? Like, I need to know, is this a thing that, like, Travis is like, I'm going to take you to dinner, girl, we're going to go somewhere nice, and, like, it's catch? Like, I can't help but think that, like, that's his elevated level, because he was in the city visiting for the Phillies game, the Eagles-Jets game, so he went to MetLife the next day. He left her apartment and in support of Jason Kelce, his brother that plays for the Eagles.
Because he had the weekend off because he played Thursday night.
Exactly. So he met up with Taylor, and then they went to catch, which I know I've, like, said this, like, 1,000 times already, but, like, it's bizarre. Like, Taylor is not supposed to be at catch.
Have you ever ate at catch?
I've never ate at catch, but I've been to the club.
Okay, so it has a club attached, or
Yeah.
open, or
The club's on, like, a separate, like, it's like a separate level.
So okay.
But it's just like, it's like Taylor Swift going to, I mean, we haven't been to Tao yet, but it's like Taylor going to Tao for, like, food. Like, it's like, why are we going to catch? It just doesn't make much sense to me.
Well, her and him, neither one of them are from New York. So maybe they don't know what the good restaurants are.
Taylor Swift doesn't know a good restaurant. She could literally ask anyone on her team, and they can recommend her somewhere. She could literally get into any single place she wanted.
Didn't she get into Rayo's?
Of course she probably can.
No.
She's probably eating there.
No.
100%. If
go to
Taylor
Rayo's?
Swift wanted to go to Rayo's, she would be able to go into Rayo's. 100%. So the fact that she's going there has me questioning a lot of things. Like, I don't know if she's trying to be, like, relatable or anything, but I'm just, like, literally confused. I'm also confused on how everyone's, like, simping over them right now. It's, like, literally what's going on. Like, I still don't believe it. Like, I don't know why I'm, like, so up in arms about this, but I'm, like, I just can't help but feel like it's so fraudulent.
That's what I'm going to say. It's so fraudulent. The fact that they're going to these places.
Like, what are you doing going there? Like, you literally have a membership and have been to Zero Bond, an exclusive club where literally no one can take pictures, no one go, like, it's like Kim Kardashian's, like, it's like literally you can go there, or you can go to a place called Catch, which you can get photographed, like, it's like you want to be seen, you want to be known. It's, like, so bizarre.
It's like where she went with Blake Lively and the rest of the crew.
Yeah, Emilio's Bellotto,
We
whatever.
walked past it the other day. I mean, I would like to go there and try it now that she went there and, like, the crew did, but, like, nothing to look at.
No, it's bizarre. It's all bizarre.
But like you
Bizarro.
said, but like you said, this makes me think, things like this make me think that it is just a publicity stunt. It is just all fugazi.
Right, it has to be. It has to be fugazi.
Because I'll give you a quick example. Because there is an easy way to keep this hush-hush, like, hey, let's...
Taylor Swift has literally left places in suitcases before. What the fuck is she doing going to catch?
You know why? Because they can't go to her house in Rhode Island.
Why?
And be secretive.
Why?
Because there's another couple that's being secretive at her house in Rhode Island.
Who?
Bradley Cooper and Gigi Hadid.
I know. I can't get over this. I know. Honestly.
So, like, there's a
hot couple, though. They both have kids. Remember, Gigi has the kid with Zayn.
I'm not privy to Gigi, to be honest. But my point is...
I'm making you privy now.
My point is that I feel like she's always been kind of secretive.
Right, she's all about the secrets and, like, the fucking 13 and all that.
So you're on my
dumb
side
shit.
now. You think it's fugazi?
I've always said that it was fugazi.
Whoa, we have to roll back the tapes on that one. Hit the
Not
rewind
at all.
button.
I've always said that I always said that it just seems too publicity, and, like, I was like, let me just see how, like, the weeks roll out, though, because I really don't know, like, too much. But now it just seems so weird.
Love
like,
it.
why is it, like, maybe she just wants to be like, maybe she just wants to, like, live that celebrity life instead of being so secretive. Like, maybe she's like, instead of being, like, so fucking in my head and I can only come out on, like, the harvest moon on, like, a random fucking Thursday because this makes sense. Like, maybe she's just like, hey, I want to, like, be 30 something and, like, date this guy and go to catch, like, do it up. I don't know.
Could be it. I'm interested to see, like...
I mean, Travis Kelce's the guy to do it with in the NFL. Who else would be an NFL, like, love for her? Nobody.
A heartthrob in the NFL?
Yeah.
Joe Burrow, Josh Allen.
Joe Burrow has a
Jimmy
girlfriend.
Garoppolo.
Josh Allen has Haley Steinfeld. They'll probably hang
Jimmy
out soon.
Garoppolo?
Jimmy Garoppolo is a loser.
He's not a loser.
Yes, he is. Jimmy Garoppolo is not for Taylor Swift.
No.
I didn't think Travis Kelce was either, but here we are. And Travis Kelce is better than all of them combined.
Really?
Yes.
Darren Waller. Oh, he has a fiance. He's married actually.
I don't even know like who another like cutie is.
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley.
Jalen Hurts.
I mean, I'm with you, but maybe Jalen Hurts is also too young for her.
True. Age is a factor. Age is
factoring in. Everything's factoring in. So, you never know.
I think a lot of it has to do with her movie that came out. Her Tours movie. Era Tour.
Yeah.
I think I'm interested to see if this relationship lasts past that point.
What do you mean? It already came out.
I know it did, but after the buzz calms down a bit.
Yeah.
Then I'll be more convinced that it's real. But I'm still thinking that it has something to do with this. Because he's also on every commercial right now.
Right.
So it's like all the brands that he's been working with,
right.
Like they're getting a boost that maybe they did or did not expect. You know what I mean? So I think there's so many elements here. There was also a skit on SNL. SNL finally re-aired. Pete Davidson was the host.
We have to rewatch like the whole thing. I think maybe we could do that at some point this week because like I love SNL. Yeah, and you know that.
Right. I mean, I'm a fan now too since we went.
Yeah. So Pete Davidson did a skit that we watched. It was basically like he was a sideline reporter that was just like a Swiftie, and like that just like it's taking over everywhere. It's just taking over, and I'm like literally, I'm just so confused. I really am. Like, I just don't get it. Because it's, like, for real. Like, these people, like, really are Swifties. And, like, they're leaning so hard into it. And it's, like, I just Taylor Swift just doesn't do it for me. She really just doesn't. Like, I tried, like, when I was younger. And I'm just, like, this isn't for me, you know?
I don't know. I mean, I've tried too. I think that she is an incredible artist.
100%. Had she changed the music industry? 1,000%. Is she an icon, an inspiration? 100%.
But we're just not Swifties.
But we're just not Swifties. Exactly. Like, we don't have to love her music, but we can appreciate who she is.
Right.
And who she is.
And we're onto her.
Is a lady that's going to catch when she shouldn't be.
And we're onto her.
And we're onto her. Something's fishy.
Like we did there.
Thank you. So, other things that are starting to stink up the place a little bit is the loss that happened, right, with Colorado.
Yeah, so it was Friday night they played. We were watching it here.
Yes.
And at halftime we were going to bed and Colorado was up 29-0, and I put it on when we got to bed, and you were like, "Why are you putting this on? Like, let's go to sleep."
So I was like, they're going to win. Like, it's 29-0. Like, we're all good. Like, don't even worry about it. Like, shut it off.
Shut it off, Nate. But turns out that Stanford, who they were playing, came back and won the game. And that's all well and good. But the weird part about it is that the quarterback, Shedeur Sanders, Deion's son, was posting links to his merch sites, his like different merch sites at halftime.
How? He had his phone?
Yeah, they were in the locker room.
Okay, well, first of all, just to give some background to everyone, Deion Sanders is
the head coach.
Yes, but like he's a head coach, but he's a pro ex-NFL player.
NFL and MLB.
And MLB player. So he's all around all-star. And he decided to coach the college Colorado football team to help them out. So he's not to help them out because they were doing so poorly in previous seasons.
And because he wants to be a college football coach.
So he wants to be a college football coach. He comes on. He brings on his son. Now his son is the quarterback.
Yes.
And
just a quick piece there.
Yeah. Go for it.
He brought in a bunch of players. He was previously coaching at Jackson State University.
Okay.
Which is a HBCU, a historically black college or university.
Okay.
And so he recruited a bunch of players to play there. He did so well. His son was also there. He did so well there that he got the coaching opportunity at Colorado and brought a bunch of players with him.
Perfect. Amazing. So he's Coach Prime, as everyone knows him, and he wears these sunglasses. He's like just such a personality. Everyone loves him. Everyone loves to see him just because he's such an athlete, and he's really such a force. So when they were up 29-0, that's also why I was like, we're good to go. Like, just shut the TV off, go to bed. They're fine. They got Coach Prime. It's prime time.
Right.
But it wasn't.
No.
Because they lost. They blew it. They got too cocky.
Yeah.
And they blew it. What did it wind up being? How much did they lose by?
I think they lost like 46-42. 46-43, sorry.
Damn. By
Yeah.
1 field goal.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but they allowed this team to score 46 points and a half. That's unheard of.
Wait, that's insane. It was 0-46?
No, so it was 29-0 at halftime.
No, but I'm saying 0-46 and 2 what is it? Periods? 2 quarters?
No. Because
And a half?
No. Because the Colorado also scored points. They got up to 43. They're at 29 at halftime.
Right.
They got up to 43.
Right.
But the other team scored 46.
That's what I just said. I said that the other
But
team...
you said it was 46-0 in the second half.
That they went up from 0 to 46.
Oh, in the second half, yes.
Sheesh. Take a Q-tip to those ears and take the
that's not what you
attitude
said.
somewhere else.
I don't have an attitude. It's just what you said. You said...
I said they went from 0 to 46 and a half a period, whatever. That's literally what I said. I didn't say they went from 46 to 0. That wouldn't make any sense. Yeah, they went from 0 to 46 in 2 things or whatever. What are they called, though? Is what I was asking you.
Halves.
2 halves.
First half they had 0. Second half they had 46.
In 1 half, they went up 46 points.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
Right.
points.
Right.
How there's just no way that should happen.
No,
there's
there's no
literally
excuse.
no way that should happen.
No excuse.
That's way too crazy.
The only way that happens is if your son/quarterback is...
He's too busy posting on his Instagram.
Right.
The links.
Right.
He's too busy trying to get the links up.
Correct.
Unlink it.
Right.
How is he even allowed in his phone in the locker room? I thought you're not even allowed to have your phone.
Not really supposed to. Maybe he has his marketing team doing it, but
That's
either way,
insane.
his marketing team should be fired since...
Yeah, not for me.
Right.
Not for me.
Yeah, I think so. First with this, I mean, if you've been following the podcast, I originally was like not against him, but I was like kind of skeptical of Coach Prime and like kind of like a critic. And then he won me over with like his win, like his
With his charisma and
first couple of wins, yeah.
yeah.
And I still believe in him. I don't think this is entirely his fault. I think that it's a product of him like not having a great team there yet. But part of like my skepticism of him is the fact of like how are you letting your quarterback / son do this? Like
How are you letting him on his phone, like during the locker room?
Like what kind of example are you setting?
Right. Yeah, he should definitely get in trouble for that. I feel like he should not be able to be doing that.
Right, I feel like if that was anybody else on the team.
Not a good look.
Yeah, I feel like if it was anybody else on the team, they'd be disciplined in some way.
Right.
So that's the thing. I still am on Colorado's side. I'm still a Coach Prime guy.
Yeah.
But that it's a good example of why I have my reservations.
I understand that. I completely understand that.
Yeah, but they blew it. They freaking blew it.
Yeah, they did. They blew it. They definitely did. But are you ready to get into our double D's threes? We are flying through these topics.
Oh, because I didn't really complain all that much because I'm emotionally disconnected.
Right. That's what it is. You're numb. So, but are you ready to get into our double D's threes?
Let's do it.
All right. What are yours?
I have my top 3 commercial jingles. Okay?
Okay.
Just of all time. My
Okay.
favorite commercial jingles
Your
of all
favorite
time.
ones?
My favorite. Probably not the best ones, but my favorite.
Okay, let's go. I need to hear these.
And I'm going to change up the order now that I'm looking at the list.
Okay. Per usual.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I second guess everything I do. That's why
Right.
I always say, like, when someone asks me if I have any tattoos, I always say no because I second guess everything.
You always say no, but what do you got? You always say no, but what do you have? Like, do you have any tattoos?
That's
Why?
what I always say.
You always ask. You always make it a thing where it's like, do you have any tattoos? Because I don't. You're like, I'm a fresh baby. I'm a baby skin, whatever. You're like, you got any tattoos? I don't. Every time that you say that, it's always in a conversation of when you're asking
because I explain the fact of like I second guess everything.
And you're like, and I don't have tattoos. And then you go, do you have any?
What am I supposed to say? I'm just talking about myself?
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that every single time you ask. So don't pretend like you don't.
It's a proper thing to do.
Yeah, it is the proper thing to do. But I'm just saying that you always wind up asking. Jesus, I can't even like say anything today. You're like after me. You're trying to like catch me in something.
Catch,
exactly.
Coming in at number 3.
What is it?
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
So good. Now it's gonna be. All these are gonna be stuck in my head. I know.
They've been stuck in my head.
I know
all
it.
week. This came to my mind last week, and I'm like, all week I've been thinking about it.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware. Isn't it Ace is the place with the helpful hardware store? I thought.
Helpful hardware, folks.
Is it helpful? Okay, Ace is the place. Yeah. Okay. Ace.
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
Oh
Doo-doo.
my God, that's an old one. That's like vintage.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, love that one. Did you like Klondike bars?
I loved
Oh,
Klondike
my dad used to love them too. Oh, and like biting into that ice cream.
Oh.
So cold. Oh my God. Ooh, it was
so
horrible.
good.
And they would be wrapped in the tinfoil. Do you remember? They were
Yes.
wrapped in tinfoil.
Yeah. So
Like thick.
every time I would be lucky enough to where my parents would take me to Toys R Us, I would always grab a Klondike bar on the way out.
Did they have Klondike
Yeah,
bars?
there was a little
Probably like soda and stuff at the front.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they always get you. They always gum, candy, anything.
And I'd make a mess. My mom would be like, "Don't make a mess in the car."
All
Mess.
over your face, I'm sure.
All over the
sure.
seats. The ice cream melting, the chocolate melting.
Did they have any other flavor other than like chocolate on the outside, vanilla on the inside? No, right?
Nor
It was
than,
just-
I mean, they
didn't
add
make
they
them anymore?
they added, yes, of course, they added products where like they did like more of like a crunch outside with like
yeah, the
some nuts.
crunchy. I remember the
Yeah,
crunchy.
but like it's always vanilla on the inside, chocolate on the outside, vanilla on the inside.
We always had the crunchy.
I respect the crunchy.
Yeah,
But-
we had the box in our
Yeah.
our
At times we did too.
freezer.
Yeah, for sure. But great jingle.
Great jingle. And
And coming in at number 1, it's more of a new one. I think you know this one. BK.
Oh yeah.
Have it your way. You rule.
Not that I would like ever like crave BK though. I'm McDonald's over BK ever. I'm McDonald's over BK, Wendy's every day.
Yes. I think we've ranked our top 3:
Yeah, definitely.
Fast
I mean,
foods.
McDonald's always number 1
McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King.
in terms of those three.
Those three.
I think it's that.
Although we got McDonald's on the way back from Delaware last night,
Not
and
good, not good.
we're also at McDonald's for a while.
Yeah.
You know when you bite into a McDonald's sandwich
And you're like,
the meat, the
Ooh.
patty's cold,
Ooh.
and then
You
like
went into a McDonald's sandwich and you regret all of your life decisions. You're like, what led me to this point?
the worst part though is I still finished the fucking sandwich.
No, I'm honestly, no, you didn't. It was heavy when you gave it to me. The box was.
Yeah, there's like a little bread piece left, but like I ate all the French fries.
Yeah, I mean, no, we had French fries left.
We did.
Yeah, don't even try to play right now. No, and that's how bad the McDonald's was. Because normally
I didn't
we
finish the nuggets. I know that I didn't finish the nuggets.
Normally we finish every fucking living piece of McDonald's, okay? And literally this time we were like, we are all set.
It was dark in the
we are
car.
good to go. It was dark in the car, but it was one of those things where it was like, it was a McDonald's. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, wow, I'm craving Mickey D's. I'm craving McDonald's. Like, let me get one of those like hamburger Happy Meals, whatever. It was literally like, I just had McDonald's and it was fucking
Gross.
trash.
Gross. You texted me today. You were like, McDonald's still. I still feel like shit from McDonald's.
No, literally. Like, I like woke up this morning and I was like, oh my God, I still have it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I felt the burger in me.
Yeah, that was my motivation when I was on the treadmill at the gym this morning. This
Yeah.
afternoon. I was like, I was exhausted, but I was like, your fat ass ate McDonald's last night. So
Yeah, and it wasn't even worth it.
it wasn't
you know
even
what I mean?
worth it. So you don't deserve to slow this thing down.
No. I would say my favorite jingle is I'm working for an hourly rate. I didn't school, didn't do great.
Oh, yeah.
More education is what I'm looking at. If I get a degree, I will make a bigger salary. I don't know the fucking rest.
100 Education Connection.
Get connected for
For
free.
free.
Free at Education Connection.
There's a lot. There's
yeah,
a
no,
lot.
that's a good one. What's another one?
Break me off a piece of that.
You fucking did Klondike bar.
Kit Kat bar.
Oh.
Or I want my baby back, baby back, baby back.
Oh my God, that
I
was
want my
so
baby
good.
back, baby back,
Yeah,
baby back
those are
ribs.
good ones. Those are
What
good
place
ones.
is that?
Baby back ribs. Is it Outback?
Nope, Chili's.
Ew. I'm trying to think of another jingle. That one I like. And
Ba, ba,
Liberty,
ba, ba,
Liberty,
ba.
Liberty,
I'm happy.
Liberty.
Loving it.
Yeah.
Nationwide is on your side.
There's so many jingles. The fact that they even tried to make these into songs, it's crazy. But thank you. That was awesome.
No problem.
So my Double D's Threes is a little bit different and a little bit more of a serious note. We obviously, me in particular, are going through a little bit of a hard time mentally, I would say, over everything that's going on overseas. So we're not going to obviously go with the podcast without mentioning everything that's going on in Israel and, of course, what's going on in Palestine. But, you know, really that there's not much I can say over the fact that it's really just so horrific what's happening. I don't want to get emotional over it because it's just such an emotional topic for me. But it's extremely disgusting and just so inhumane. I have no words other than I just really want resolution to come out sooner than later. I think I honestly, I really am at a loss of words. Just know that I stand with everyone. I'm with everyone. I support, the Jewish people, the Israelis. Like, I'm just really,
You want world peace.
yeah, I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss of words. I really don't know what to say. I really wish I could say something better than what I'm saying now. But anyway, my double D's 3, since I am Jewish and I grew up with a little bit of Jewish culture in me, I wanted to make double D's 3s, bring some light into the situation. My 3 favorite Jewish foods. So what better, than to do things I love. And comfort is food. So I'm going to rank, obviously, my 3 favorite Jewish foods. So I would start it off 3 with latkes, because those are my potato pancakes. They are everything to me. They are so fucking delicious. Like, if I am feeling just like anything, a latke with applesauce, like, get me fucking through the day. It's unbelievable. Like, for real, unbelievable.
So good. You introduced me to latkes. You introduced me to probably everything that you're gonna say here.
Yes.
Continue. I'll give my 2 cents about this after.
No, latkes, of course. Number 2 is going to be something that my grandma always brought home for me, which was rugala, which are literally like these little unbelievable like pastry, like cookie things. It's like these like croissant like dough things like wrapped in like jellies and chocolate, and there's like fucking hunks of sugar on top. These things are my fucking kryptonite. I could eat, like, I don't buy them in the house because I could eat the entire pack of them. I actually think it's pronounced rugelach, but I always say rugala because that's always how she said it. So I was like, we're always vibing with that.
Right.
And then number 1, of course, is lox. I honestly have to say like Russ and Daughters, because it's just so fucking good. So a bagel with lox, like, it's like everything. And like, that's always what we would have like on any special like occasion, like any Sunday. Like, if it's like my birthday, I'm like, let's get lox. Like, I'm like, this is my thing. Smoked cured salmon, unfreaking believable, a literal blessing to society. It's so fucking good. You had it. Remember, like, all these things that you've had for the first time. And of course, before I even finish, is an honorable mention.
Has to be.
Pastrami.
I was gonna count down 3, 2,
3, 2, 1. Pastrami, of course. The cat's pastrami, any pastrami. My dad's made pastrami. Like, it's pastrami is pastrami on rye with mustard. No, like, there's nothing.
The
like,
side of latkes?
No, I mean, side of latkes and fucking pickles. Stop it. Come on, take it easy.
Oh.
Take it easy. So those are my 3 favorite foods with an honorable mention. How are you feeling about those?
First of all, when it comes to everything going on, I think it's obviously it's just wild for anyone, I feel like, that comes from the backgrounds that we come from, to put themselves in, to imagine exactly what's going on, even though you see it on social media, you see it on the news, you see it on, you just see the videos, the posts, the news articles, you read it all. However, it's very difficult to imagine that these things on one side or the other happen in the same world that we live in. So it's really devastating, and I think every time something like this happens, it really just like it shows us how lucky we are to live in a place where we don't have to worry about these things.
Right.
And like, this is one of the most, I've been trying to like read and learn about this whole conflict, because I think it's one of the most complex conflicts in human history.
Yeah.
That's been going on
since literal like BC.
Right. So it's not something that I think I could fully grasp at all, but it's just extremely sad, and I really hope that there's some sort of resolution, at least to like calm down the fighting at some point, and hopefully it does not lead to World War III, where more lives and more casualties will be taken. But when it comes to the food, another thing I have to preface with this is that one time we got in an argument. You got mad at me because it was something you were like asking me if I knew what rugula was or latkes, and I was like, no, like, I don't. Like, I just come from a town where I only knew one Jewish dude. Right. And like, I went to his bar mitzvah, and like, his parents have had me over for like, I've been to his house for the first night of Hanukkah and everything, but Not things I know.
Right.
You literally got mad at me over it one time because you thought I was being like.
I thought you were being I thought you were being an asshole because you were giving me an attitude about it.
You always think I'm giving you an attitude. I can't say anything.
Even today.
But yeah, so I would rank mine 3 latkes, 2 bagel and lox, 1 pastrami. But I will say, like, if you asked me 2 years ago if I would ever have salmon.
Yeah, like cured salmon. On a lox on a bagel.
On a bagel?
Cream cheese.
Cream cheese. Even cream cheese on a bagel. I'd say you are on crack.
Wait, cream cheese? Really?
I've always been a butter guy.
Whoa. Okay.
But no, Russ and Daughters. It's just different. Game changer. Last week we went for a walk. We got on the way home.
I know. It's like, honestly, lox is just like my comfort food. It really is.
It's so good.
All of it is. It's all my comfort food because it's like what I grew up with, you know?
Right.
So it's like, that's what it is. So it's all about.
That's amazing.
And I'm glad that you appreciate all of those foods too because they're so fucking delicious.
So delicious.
So, thank you.
So yummy. So scrum-diggity.
Yeah. Thanks.
Perfect. Onward. So next up, something I mentioned in passing last week with the NHL starting up. One of the quick notes I gave is that Conor Bedard is the upcoming rookie. He's a rookie. He's then supposed to be the next superstar. He played his first game against Sidney Crosby.
He's a hockey player.
He's a hockey player. NHL plays for the Chicago Blackhawks. He played his first 2 games back-to-back nights on prime time.
Okay.
1 game on ESPN, 1 game on TNT. Huge.
TNT. Oh my God, that reminds me of wasn't 24 on TNT? Or am I lying?
24.
You know, like that beep, boop, beep, boop. Okay. Anyway, keep going.
So I was watching him play. First of all, I watched a bit of his first game against Sidney Crosby, which is kind of crazy. So according to Front Office Sports, that first game on ESPN against Sidney Crosby, Bedard's NHL debut drew an average viewership count of 1.43 million on ESPN, making it the most watched regular season NHL game ever on cable television. Excluding Winter Classic games. But that's fascinating. That's how big of news this guy is. And he played well in that game. The Blackhawks won. And then the next night, he was in Boston, and he scored his first ever NHL goal, which is wild.
Oh, that's exciting.
But going back to his first night, one thing I wanted to mention, I was trying to figure out if he was my sick puppy or interesting cat, but it's worth noting that there was a viral video that went out of him going out for warm-ups before the game. And so typically, especially when it's a star like him, the team will let him and the rest of if any other rookie makes the team, go out for warm-ups first and like do a rookie lap, and then the rest of the team will join them.
Cute.
So the whole team's lined up. He's coming out of the locker room on his skates, and then he gets halfway through. One of his teammates goes, "What about your stick?"
No.
And so then he is scrambling. He walks into the wrong room, then has to go back, and then he finally finds where the sticks are, grabs a stick, and then heads out, and then he's dominated ever since. So that was like it's really the only point where it showed like that he was nervous. But he's 18 years old playing against these grown ass men.
Wait, he went into the wrong room. Oh my God, he went back there. He's probably like, "Where's my stick?
He was all frazzled.
I need my stick."
All frazzled.
Stop.
Yeah.
He's probably so excited. I could honestly, you know why I think this is like so cute. I honestly could imagine you doing this. Like I could imagine this is you. Like you're so fucking excited. It's your first time out there, and then you're like, "Where the fuck is my stick?" Yeah.
Definitely. That kind of happened one time. My first play ever on varsity, my sophomore year. They're calling for me to get on kickoff team, and I couldn't find my helmet.
Stop. Where was it?
On my head. I was like, "Where's my helmet? Where's my helmet?" The dude, whoever I was next to was like, "Dude, you have it on." And I was like,
"Oh my God, that actually is so freaking cute."
Yeah, but it wasn't my first any professional game.
Everyone gets nervous.
But it just like watching him against the Bruins. Like I had Edwino. He went with Kyle, his son.
I love that.
Adam Bramante went. A bunch of people like that.
That's awesome that they were able to go.
Right. A bunch of people went because it's a big deal. Like, he is supposed to be the next best hockey player, next best athlete, and they saw him score his first professional goal. And I think that's a great accomplishment. And I'm excited to watch him. And I think it's just exciting. It's very exciting. And It's just a note that I took down that I wanted to share with you.
I love that. Well, thank you for sharing that with me because I think that that's exciting. A little rookie that he's in Boston.
We played in Boston.
Balling out. No, I know he played in
Pucking out.
Boston, but like, pucking out. Love that. Is that what they say?
Nope.
Pucking out?
No, not what they say at all.
We're pucking out.
No, that's not what they say.
I kind of think it's like cute though. They're pucking out.
Yeah, Bruins won though. Bruins are 2-0.
Yikes. All right, well, they're undefeated right now. So maybe they'll keep it up. They'll get to party with the Miami Dolphins from 19.
80 games left to go.
Right, 80 games left to go. Okay, perfect. Amazing. Well, thank you for that.
Yes. From hockey to basketball, other sports starting up. Basketball is still in the preseason. However, I saw something. I don't know if you saw this, Mr. LeBron James.
No, what?
For anyone that is a new viewer, how would you explain my opinion on LeBron James?
You hate him.
Okay, thank you. And this is the epitome of why.
Why?
This man is supposed to be the best basketball player, right?
Okay.
He's supposed to be the next Michael, he's always compared to Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Supposed to be the best in our generation.
I need to hear this. Okay.
This man was sitting on the bench in street clothes, so just like regular clothes, like a jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Like not
because he wasn't playing.
Yeah.
Is
exactly.
he injured?
No, he just didn't want to play.
Okay.
Which is typical in
the basketball world.
Preseason games, especially for any sport.
It's a preseason. Okay.
But he was on the bench in regular clothes, which is also fine.
Okay.
However, he was eating. He was eating like takeout. He had a container of food where he was just mowing while the game's going on.
Come on.
To me, that's such a bad leadership move.
Who are
you're basically sending a message to everyone playing in the game,
right?
All your teammates,
right?
That you don't care about them.
Why would he do that?
Because he's a fucking asshole.
Right.
He's the worst human being. He's the epitome of what's wrong with America.
Why?
Because he's someone that talks about how great he is and talks about all of his accomplishments, taps himself on the back for his we joke about me giving, I never really gave myself that nickname. It's just something I say just to try to be funny. He gave himself self-proclaimed king.
Oh, right. King James.
Self-proclaimed.
Right. Yikes.
He's insufferable. There's not a redeeming quality about him.
Yeah.
Other than he's good at basketball. And even that, he hasn't made the playoffs in the last 2 years. So I would say
what was he eating? Do they know?
I mean, I'm sure if we can rewatch the video, it was just
they should literally
despicable.
sponsor him. The only thing I can think of is Thai food or Chinese food.
It kind of looked like Thai food, to be honest with you.
That's really crazy. For
is that
real.
not an asshole move?
No, I mean that's insane. Time
go to the locker room.
No,
go to the locker room.
Then go to the locker room and eat really quick, or at least eat during halftime, while you're in the locker room with them. You could literally be doing anything else. Anything else.
So by what's the epitome of what's wrong with with this country? It's him doing something, basically not being accountable. What I complained about Bill Belichick, what I complained about Devontae Parker, doing something, and then if anybody asked him about it, I don't know, not sure if anybody did, but being
he would defend it.
Yeah, what are you talking about? I can't eat.
Right.
I was hungry.
It's hard to say you can't eat.
Right. It's no.
Dude, you're not saying that. Right. There's a game going on.
Right.
The team
you're supposed to be a leader.
Right.
You guys haven't made the playoffs in the last 2 years. You guys
he's too busy eating.
Right.
He's too busy chowing down on the chow mein.
Right. Kobe Bryant would never do that. R.I.P.
Right.
Michael Jordan would never do that.
Right. Could you imagine? What do you think that they think? What do you think that Michael Jordan thinks of it when he does that? I'm sure it can't be good.
I don't think Michael Jordan really cares for him.
You don't think so?
I have no idea. I am talking out of my ass there. I have no freaking clue.
You just said that you didn't think he'd care for him, and you literally just made that up.
Yeah. I would imagine that he wouldn't, because Michael Jordan's very much someone, at least based on what I know about him, based on especially the documentary, The Last Dance, very intense, very he respects. So him and Tom Brady are close. Mm-hmm. And the reason is that they're very intense. They're very detail oriented. They're very no nonsense.
Right.
And that's nonsense.
Right.
So it just bothers me. It just really, really bothers me.
Yeah. I mean,
LeBron James bothers me.
Go to the locker room. Locker room.
Respect your teammates. Respect your teammates.
Right. And go
be
to
a leader.
The fucking locker room.
Be a leader.
Dude, LeBron, go to the locker room. Thank you for coming to our TED Talk.
Speaking of basketball, the University of Iowa women's basketball team.
The University of Iowa, I mean, I'm thinking Nebraska. It's always these random states.
So Iowa copied Nebraska.
Okay.
And they hosted a game. This time, it's rather Nebraska did volleyball. Iowa did a women's basketball game outside in their football stadium.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
I like that they're taking initiative here and doing this now.
Yeah. Do you remember who their star player was during the tournament last year?
Yes. I want to say her name is it Caitlin Clark?
Yes. Good job.
Whoa.
So she balled
crazy out. that just came into my brain.
Yeah. So
okay.
Caitlin,
okay.
So she's a superstar there.
Whoa.
She's also the latest State Farm athlete. She got to deal with State Farm for an endorsement.
She's unbelievable. She's the number one. What is it? Is it Prospect? Is that what they say?
Yeah. In women's college basketball. Yep.
Yes.
So they sold 50,000 seats for the Iowa basketball team.
That's a lot.
But the best part about it is that all the proceeds went to the Children's Cancer Center.
That's amazing. Oh, is that the football stadium
that has
the? Did they do the wave?
Yep.
Stop.
So I'm sure they also did the wave during that game too.
The hospital's right outside of the stadium, so then you wave to see the kids. That is so fucking sick.
Yep.
I love that.
Yeah, very heartfelt, very
heartfelt, very meaningful, and I love that these colleges are taking initiative with their women's teams. Like, fucking props all these girlies who are working fucking hard as shit out here, getting their name out here, that I remember it, getting their fucking rights with the WNBA, and getting their bag with the State Farm.
Yeah, getting popular and capitalizing off that popularity.
Right. Good for them. Good for Caitlin Clark.
Good for her. Good for all of them.
Right.
Just that would just be an amazing experience.
Yes, I agree.
But just a little tidbit I wanted to give you.
Thank you.
And then another quick tidbit I want to give you.
Yes.
Not much of a topic, just want to feed this to you.
Feed it to me like LeBron James.
So
this is
something I didn't even realize. I must have missed this note, but apparently Los Angeles is hosting the Olympics in 2028.
Oh, okay. I thought the Olympics were okay, because Paris
is 2024.
Okay. Olympics 2028 is LA.
Los Angeles.
Where?
Los Angeles. They'll do it all over the city. So the Coliseum, which we're going to, like the USC, where the USC plays.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll host some like track and field events. Stuff like that. They'll definitely.
Cool.
That's probably where the opening ceremony and closing ceremony will be.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it'll be in LA. They announced that they will have 6 new sports that year in the Olympics. Let me feed them to you.
Okay.
Baseball.
That wasn't in the Olympics?
On and off.
Okay. What does that mean, on and off?
Some years it's in, some years it's out, depending on the host country.
Oh, okay. Okay, so America has to be.
Yep. Softball as well, because baseball, softball.
Okay. Like that?
Cricket.
Okay. English.
Lacrosse. I actually like this one. Lacrosse, I feel like lacrosse is a growing sport. Lacrosse is like really big in like high school, college.
Yeah, it's big in high school.
Huge in high school, especially in the Northeast. Mm-hmm. Big in college, especially in the Northeast.
Why is that?
But the league, the professional league itself, it's kind of revamped.
Yeah, but why do you think it's only big over here?
Rich white kids.
Okay. Thank you. Great. Yeah, honestly, no other words to say. Great explanation.
Right.
Okay.
Like country club-ish.
Yeah. All of these are kind of country club. Cricket
is more international.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's country club over here in America.
I don't even think they play cricket in country clubs here.
They definitely play cricket in country clubs here.
I don't think so, Milo.
Where the hell do they play cricket then?
I don't think the United States will have a team for that.
For cricket?
Yeah.
100% they will.
Want to go bet?
I can make a bet right now.
Perfect.
How much you want to bet?
I'll bet you dinner. Expensive dinner.
Oh, an expensive dinner.
Dinner.
Very expensive dinner.
Outback Steakhouse.
Outback Steakhouse. Perfect. All right, awesome. 100%. When do they come out with the teams?
Squash. Probably that year. Or leading up to it.
Oh my God. 2028. I'll see you then. Are you joking? Then. We're never going to remember.
Let's do Patty first.
Okay.
Squash.
Like another country club game.
That's very much a country club game.
Yeah.
And the last one. Flag football.
Is football even an Olympic sport?
Never been. But I think if they make it like regular football where...
Flag football is an Olympic sport. Get the fuck out of here.
I might try out.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
I might try out.
There's no way that flag football is going to be in there with an American team and cricket's not going to have one. Flag fucking football? Are you joking?
What do you mean? Football only really exists in the United States. That's the sport that we have to win the gold medal.
So then why the hell do they have a flag football team? That's so ridiculous. Who the hell's the other football team? Who else plays flag football? Germany?
Probably Germany, England, China.
No, this is so ridiculous to me. I'm saying hell no to this.
I'm gonna try out.
The ambulance, the cops they're after everyone because this is ridiculous.
I'm gonna try out.
Try out for the flag football team for America. You know what? Try your heart out. I'll fully support you, 7-Eleven. I fully will. Fully.
If I make the United States flag football team, you have to give me a 7-Eleven chain.
If you even fucking apply, dude, I would give you a 7-Eleven chain.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah, go to the fucking tryouts.
I will.
Go.
Yeah.
When you do that, I'll buy you a diamond fucking chain.
Dope.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, I'll be there.
You're all fucking talk
I'll see you at the opening ceremony.
Oh, I'll see you
at the opening ceremony.
I'll see you there, Mr. fucking the Masters fucking box with the pimento cheese, the Masters giveaway box. Yeah, don't even. You're all talk over here, 7-Eleven. You're all talk.
That is such a backhand, considering the fact I can't remember what it is right now, but you were supposed to do something last week that you said you were going to do for the pod, and you never did it.
That what?
I forget.
Go ahead, go for it.
I forget it.
What
was
was it?
Something.
Oh, you know what it was? It was that I was going to include your Patriots video, which I posted onto TikTok anyway. That I said that I would ask to show you.
You said you were going to contact Sal about being on the pod. We're going to have guests on. We're gonna start having guests.
Yeah,
on.
I said, should I have Sal be on the pod? And then you're like, yeah. And then we literally couldn't fucking. We were all here. We were jonesing. We were here and there and everywhere. That's what it was.
Yeah.
You literally said I'll make a group chat with the three of us. So you think that's on me? Oh, weird. Okay. Sorry, Sal.
It was something else.
Sorry, Sal. It definitely wasn't that. It's always everything. Everything that I say that I'm going to do for the pod, I do. Can you say the same?
Yes.
Didn't think so. Other than that, let's get off these new Olympic sports for, LA, the cricket, the squash, and squash this fucking mess that's going on right now. And let's get into our sick puppy and interesting cat segment of the week.
Okay.
Let's bring in some more good vibes.
Yeah.
Good vibes.
Yeah.
So who's our sick puppy?
Sick puppy's Tyreek Hill, wide receiver for the Miami Dolphins.
Yes, I know him.
He scored a touchdown, as he does.
He's really good.
Extremely good. He's extremely fast.
Yeah.
I believe he's probably going to try out for the Olympics himself for track. But he scored a touchdown, and there just so happened to be a social media person from the NFL with the cell phone.
Right.
So he must run the social media for the NFL with the cell phone. Self-explanatory. But in the end zone, as Tyreek Hill was scoring, Tyreek Hill took the phone, put it on a selfie video, and did a backflip with the phone.
Sick.
As after he scored.
As a chant, like a thing.
As a celebration.
Right.
Yep. He got penalized, and that's just a sick puppy move. Like, you score a touchdown. Imagine just scoring. What an accomplishment that is. I mean, he scored a lot of them, but just like in the grand scheme of things, compared to like any human being.
Scoring a touchdown in the NFL and then taking a fucking phone and doing a backflip, holding a phone while doing it. Yeah, I mean.
Crazy. Might be like the best.
Where's the video? Did the video come out?
Video came out, and the NFL took it down on their own social media.
Come on. Why?
NFL stands for the No Fun League.
They have to have it up somewhere on TikTok or something, right?
Like Barstool still has like a screen recording of the video up on their site, but
that's probably sick.
It's sick.
Like, you should be like, let's fucking go.
Right. You just grabbed it.
Who cares? Why would they penalize him for that?
Because the NFL is so dumb. They do shit like this and it doesn't make any sense. Like, that shit's fun.
Right. Like, make it fun. Like, he just scored a touchdown. He's playing football. Who cares?
The other things, like touchdown, like they every year they give more and more restrictions on touchdown celebrations when it doesn't make sense.
Right. Like you score a touchdown, be happy.
Be happy. Celebrate.
I would do a song and fucking dance on there. I do a whole fucking routine.
Right.
I do a performance for everybody after the performance I just got with the touchdown.
Right. No. You can't use any props anymore.
You know who's the one who don't celebrate enough? You know what I'm going to say? The kicker, the punter, or whoever kicks into the fucking field goal. They never, ever fucking celebrate. They literally get a tap on the head from the guy that holds the ball, and that's it.
You gave me an unreal transition.
What?
Do you know who was the one punter that would always celebrate if he made like a good punt?
Who?
There's a classic meme or
Who?
a classic gif of him doing the McGregor walk after like having a perfect punt.
No, who?
Pat McAfee.
Oh, is this a transition?
Transition. So the interesting cat of the week is the New York Post.
Wait, are you for real that this was a transition? Like, how crazy is that?
Yep.
Okay, anyway.
I have a lot more to say about Tyreek Hill, but when a transition presents itself, you just got to take it.
Right. You got to ride on the train.
Right.
Ride on the transition train.
Exactly. The New York Post.
Okay.
Interesting cats of the week.
Yes. Why?
Thank you. Because they wrote a hit piece, an intended hit piece, on Pat McAfee last week.
Yeah.
In which the title of the article is that ESPN's Pat McAfee pays Aaron Rodgers millions of dollars to appear on his show.
Okay.
So the whole hit piece was about how Pat McAfee pays his guests, especially the reoccurring guests such as Pat McAfee, Nick Saban,
right,
as well as others, money for being on his show.
Which he should.
Thank you. He should. And they wrote this as a hit piece,
which they should. People that giving up all your time for free. I get doing these PR things or whatever. It's you're doing it for free.
Right.
Would you ever join a fucking company meeting if you weren't getting fucking paid for it? Would you ever do these things? You know what I mean? It's you would want to be paid.
Right.
What are we talking about?
That's why it's such an interesting, annoying thing, because they're papers or outlets like New York Post, Business Insider, stuff like that. They go out of their way to try to take down people like Pat McAfee or Portnoy, Barstool, people like that, the new members of of
why
media,
would they want to take them down?
so that they can to make themselves more stay relevant.
No one's looking at the New York Post
Exactly.
for fucking...
Exactly. And Pat McAfee talked about it, and he said exactly what you said. I didn't even know that wasn't a thing. We had last year Aaron Rodgers started coming on our show.
Right.
And every Tuesday we would have the biggest podcast live show on all of YouTube.
Right.
And we would be paid a lot of money for it.
Yeah, I even fucking watched some of them.
Yes, exactly. So in turn, he's once that happened, and we
Right.
started making money off of that, off of his shows.
Right.
He's I sent him a check for $430,000, and he's I still didn't think that was enough, and Aaron Rodgers didn't want to accept it. He's but I
Right.
was adamant that he'd keep it, and I continued to pay him because our show continued to take off. And the fact that these media outlets, like you said, want to have guests on at all, but especially of the...
Right, it's because the New York Post, probably if they do anything, they don't pay
Correct.
anybody.
Exactly.
So it's they don't want people getting...
That's sick.
Right, you're fucking weird.
Right, you're weird. Also,
Sorry.
who cares? It's his business.
Right, who gives a shit?
If he wants
who
to pay...
gives a fuck?
If he wants to share his wealth, all because you guys don't I think that's just...
Right.
Another problem that LeBron James, the issue with this country, probably bigger issue than LeBron James or whatever, freaking corporate greed in the United States.
For real.
What these CEO make, what these businesses make,
Right.
and they don't even pay their guests, they don't pay interns, they don't pay no. Pat McAfee's I have plenty of money.
Right.
I'm doing just fine if let me share the wealth.
Share the
And
wealth.
he's Aaron Rodgers doesn't need it,
Right.
but his actions are making me more money.
Right.
So I'm gonna give him a portion
Right.
of that money that I'm making
Right.
based on his appearances.
Right.
It's very much common sense.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't make sense that they would even come after him, but
Correct.
interesting move.
Interesting cat.
Well, already into our picks of the week. Great Sick Puppy and Interesting Cat. Thank you for always bringing such fabulous, fabulous people to those.
Yes.
Or
absolutely.
publications, things,
Thank you.
You know how it works.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, obviously, I'm still in the freaking lead
so
here.
When I was doing this, I realized that you picked the same 3 teams 2 weeks in a row. Nothing against that because you went 3-0 both weeks.
Thank you.
So you're pulling ahead of me. I went 2-1 last week, but however, I'm 10-8 on the season. You're 3-5 on the season.
13-5.
I'm sorry, 13-5. On the season.
Holy moly, that wine's getting to you.
It is, and I'm hungry.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Okay.
So my brain's just
Mush.
Okay, but yes, you're ahead of me on the season. You're 6-0 in the last 2 weeks.
Undefeated fucking record here. If you're listening to me, you're making rent
You are.
and bank.
You are. So let's see what you got here.
So, of course, I literally almost went with the same fucking 3. I think my power 3 are the Dolphins, Lions, and Chiefs. I'm always doing those. But, of course, this week I had to change up with 1, which is the Bills versus the Patriots. The Bills are -8.5. I picked the Bills. The Chargers versus the Chiefs. The Chiefs are -5.5. I picked the Chiefs. And the Lions versus the Ravens. The Ravens are -3.5. I picked the Lions. So Lions, Chiefs, but instead of Dolphins, I'm going Bills.
Okay.
And that's my picks.
Okay. That's fair. I also have 2 picks that are the same as last week.
Okay, who are they?
Rams -3 at home versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers are stanky.
Okay.
I think the Rams are very good. The other team I picked last week, they lost for me, but I'm going back to the well, okay? They're going to turn it around, and they're going to get back on winning ways. San Francisco 49ers.
Yes, I agree.
-7 against Minnesota Vikings.
Minnesota.
So San Francisco, they're going to get back on track. Although Chris McCaffrey's hurt. Not good.
With what?
He hurt his oblique.
How do you hurt your oblique?
No idea.
Yikes.
No idea.
A muscle I didn't even know you could hurt.
Seriously. And then I have the Green Bay Packers -1 at the Denver Broncos. I think the Green Bay Packers are a respectable team. I don't think they're great by any means, but I think they're good. I think they're a borderline playoff team. And I think that the Denver Broncos are probably one of the only teams that are worse than the Patriots. So there you go.
Right, perfect. Well, thank you. Good luck to your teams. Good luck to everybody's teams.
Repeat yours.
Lions, Chiefs, Bills.
I'm Rams, 49ers, Packers.
Perfect. Would you like to close out this week?
Sure, absolutely.
Go for it.
First of all, thank everybody for listening. No matter where you listen, if you watch on YouTube, do us a favor, toss it on Spotify or the podcast app. You don't have to listen to us if you don't want to. If you already listened to us,
okay, just subscribe to us. Subscribe. Give us a like. Give us a thumbs up.
Listen
give us another fucking listen. Play it for your friends. Play it for your family. Play
Yeah.
it for while you're getting ready. Listen to it again. Listen to these lovely sounds.
Yeah, whatever you need to do, just press play more than once. Okay, subscribe. I don't know why this is supposed to get you in their algorithms, okay?
Yeah.
But the Barstool podcast always say subscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe, because
Oh, okay.
that's supposed to work, I guess. I don't know.
Sure.
But yeah, wherever you find podcasts and on YouTube, give us a follow, give us a listen, subscribe. Thank you so much. Thank you for your double D's threes. I loved it. It was amazing. And thank you for listening. And we'll see you next week. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. Love you.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose, the drama of sports. Don't forget to rate and subscribe to our podcast wherever you watch and listen, and give us a follow on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Double Dose Pod. Thank you.